Welcome back. Week 2, Fantasy Football Elite. This is the podcast, and we're going to talk about the fantastic week 1 that I had and that everybody else had also.
Let's go! Week 2!
All
Yeah,
right.
you suck. 90 points.
Yeah, 99. All right, get it straight. So, before we get into the fantasy, last week I was 0-1. I had the Rams winning. They got smoked. You had the Bills. They won.
Yeah.
You got tomorrow night
This
Chargers
is
at
this
Chiefs.
this is easy for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chargers.
No, are you serious? You have the Chargers winning?
Yeah.
I have the Chiefs winning. Let's go. So I'm gonna be 2-0 and you're gonna be 0 and
No,
2.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
101. The Chargers, dude. Did you see that defense? Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Derwin James.
Okay, to be fair, like the Kansas City offense was incredible, but they were playing against one of the worst defense in the league. So
Yeah, and now
we'll
they're playing
see,
one of the
but
best defenses in
But
the league.
also, you lost Keenan Allen, so I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna be kind of easy for the Chiefs, though.
I think it's gonna be a very close game. It's gonna be an amazing game.
I think it'll be pretty close, but no, I think they're gonna. I
And
think the Chiefs will take it.
last year, they split the series, and the Chargers were much worse.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I think I'm gonna be 2 and
Yeah,
0 to be
we'll
honest,
see.
and then I'll be off to a really great start, so I'm happy.
Mhm. And yeah, we'll see. All right. Now, matchup of the fantasy week last week for me, definitely. I think for both of us, definitely the
Gee
easy dubs versus Gee. Yeah,
and Vinny.
yeah,
Yep.
that was great. Watching it came down to Monday Night Football.
It's not common at all to
Very
get a game that'll come down to Monday Night Football, like the last plays of the game too.
yeah,
That's
it was close.
incredible. Yeah. Geno Smith is Gee's kryptonite. Unfortunately, I was really rooting for Vinny because it would have kept the streak going of Geno Smith not only being Gee's kryptonite in real life because he took down the Broncos, which was crazy, but for fantasy too, that would have been hilarious. It would have been the best start to week 1. But congratulations, Gee, Safash Luma. But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, it was close. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was great.
Smith definitely looked amazing.
Yeah,
He didn't write back. Great quarterback.
yeah, they wrote him off, but he didn't
Yeah,
write back.
legendary.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, who was your surprise or demise team of the week?
For last week?
Yeah.
Surprise or
Who
demise?
surprised you? Who
Who'd surprise?
surprised you,
Okay,
or who
s-
like
let,
surprised you good or surprised you bad?
let's see. Cause I mean, you surprised me bad. But I
Yeah.
had you ranked 5, so I had you on the bottom half anyway. Guy probably surprised me the most because his team was kind of garbage. I don't know. You tell me yours. Who are
Yeah.
yours?
For me, my demise is me, obviously.
Yeah.
The surprise probably João. His team
Oh, that's
definitely
true. Yeah.
definitely killed it. Yeah.
He was the highest scorer in not only in our main league, Fantasy Football Elite, but also in the sleeper league too. So,
Yeah.
congrats to João. Also, Kenneth came in clutch because I had him winning, you had you winning, and you were winning at one point. But
Yeah.
Kenneth came in clutch. So
I was winning early on until injuries happened. So that was
yeah,
that was
but
great.
no, Kenneth's
Hmm.
team is kind of goaded.
Yeah. All right. So now let's move on. What's been going around the league? Trades and waivers.
Yep.
So
You
what do
spending literally half your entire waiver budget
yeah.
is insane.
Well, there was honestly very little action going on. I was
That's what you
surprised.
think.
Yeah, I got Jeff Wilson for $6. That should not have happened.
That should not have happened. Yeah, I
He
don't
should
know
have
how
been
that
at
happened.
least in the 20s.
Yeah,
But people, I guess, they were just not bidding.
maybe they didn't do their research,
Yeah, well, probably.
so you got him for so cheap.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't even
true.
need him though.
I don't. I have so many running backs.
Yeah.
But hey, he's an upgrade over Mondre Stevenson. So. Yeah, and I think the biggest pickups. Let's see. Guy got Julio Jones for $27. I think that's an overpay, big time overpay.
I think it's a big time overpay too. Like it's a great player to grab from waivers, but $27 is insane. I think
Yeah,
you got Curtis Samuel for 23,
26.
26. I think I would prefer Curtis Samuel over Julio. So for the same price, I think you had the better deal definitely.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
still
me
think
too.
you overpaid too.
I think I probably did over. I think that now, based on seeing what everybody else bid, I probably could
Yeah,
have gone away with 20. Um,
yeah.
but
Um, that right
I think it
there,
was worth it.
that one waiver decision was the surprise and demise for you. I was shocked because you were the one advocating that everyone was gonna be like $0 week one, like no one was gonna know how to do this. You said Vinny was gonna be $0. Vinny is at like 97 right now, and you're at 50. You're
Yeah,
at
because he didn't make a
50.
bid. He didn't make a bid.
Yo, that's
I
ridiculous. Like
yeah,
you ended up surprising me, but
I surprised myself. I didn't think all of these were gonna go through.
yeah,
I picked up a defense for $1, which that's fine.
yeah,
But yeah, and I think Curtis Samuel has more upside than Julio, which is why I spent that much
yeah. I think so
because
too.
Julio's probably gonna get injured.
Yeah,
So I think he
for
gets hurt the
sure.
next game. Yeah, and now let's talk about what was the steal of the week, you think, for the
For
waivers?
waivers, I
Yeah,
don't. Okay, I think it was yours. Your $6 for the Willie guy.
for Jeff Wilson,
Yeah,
Jay Willie.
Jay Willie.
Yeah, me too. I think so. Although what did you get? Robbie Anderson for $3. That was pretty good
That
pickup, I
was
think.
pretty good. Yeah, he's on my bench, so we'll see what happens.
I'm
Oh no,
surprised
he's
he was
going to
actually.
Kenneth, right?
Oh, that's true. You flipped him for who?
For
That's right.
Melvin Gordon.
This is a perfect transition
Yeah,
into
perfect.
the trade that happened. You flipped Robbie Anderson, which you picked up for $3, packaged him with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and you got Melvin Gordon, T. Higgins.
Yep, a waiver
Um,
pickup for a waiver pickup, and then
yeah,
a fourth or fifth rounder for like a ninth rounder
yeah. This is an L for me for you.
from my side.
Because I don't think T. Higgins is worth Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Because Hilaire's a running back on a high-powered offense. Higgins is the number 2 wide receiver. They are a high-powered offense, but they're not the Chiefs.
Okay,
So
tell that to their draft capital. Tell that to
yeah,
their pedigree.
yeah, but
On
Hilaire had a
paper,
great game,
yes.
and he came out early. He didn't even play the full game.
Yeah, I think you can make arguments for both sides. The thing is, on paper, I feel like my trade, like on my end, is better, but I'm not feeling really confident because like this could, for all we know, this could be Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's year. Like he started, like you said, he was the first guy out and he was getting the volume and the carries. Then when they were like blowing out the Arizona Cardinals, they brought out the backup. Uh,
Yeah,
so who
I
knows if the game script was different, if he would have had way more, usage and volume. And they're using him in the red zone too, and way more in the passing game. So it's just really great for him. And then T. Higgins, like, yeah, he got injured, he got a concussion. Yeah, he's the number two, but I'm not really looking to start him. He's kind of like depth for me because of what happened with CD and Dak Prescott. And who knows? Like, if he does good, great. If not, then I guess neutral or I lost a trade.
yeah, yeah. But to me, like you traded Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson was totally fine as a T Higgins replacement. Like you could totally just plug in Robbie Anderson for Higgins and probably be fine.
That's a
So I don't know.
decent point.
To me, you lose this because Melvin Gordon is not even close to the player that CEH is. Hilaire is younger. He's got a pass catching role. He gets more opportunity. Gordon's an older vet who's probably gonna get less and less snaps throughout the season. So
Yeah, my biggest issue with this trade is I had 5 extra wide receivers and 3 extra running backs, and one of those was CEH, and I only realized that after the trade. So my running back depth just got wrecked, kind of, and I didn't
well,
need.
if you need running backs, I have 6 of them.
Yep, you know where to get them.
So.
The Terry McLaurin show band, whatever.
Yeah,
Terry and the
Terry and the
McPhersons.
McPhersons. Yeah.
Running backs
All
for
right.
sale.
And now let's get to how about some big names that were dropped.
Oh my God. I hate this isn't the segment I'm least excited about.
Here we go. To me, obviously, probably the two guys I dropped, or three, depending on how you rank them. Kadarius Toney, Darnell Mooney. Those are definitely the two biggest ones.
Yeah, you dropped some big names.
Yep, Darnell Mooney obviously is. He only scored not even 2 points, 1.8 points week one. That was extremely disappointing
Yeah,
for me.
Darnell Mooney is trash. Nobody pick him up. He's really bad.
So,
He should never have been drafted. Okay, so no one pick him up. Like, it's really bad option to pick him up.
so in case you couldn't tell, Jonathan loves this guy.
Yeah,
He's
no.
he's the number one receiver for the Bears. He's probably the best player on the team, other than Justin Fields for the offense at least.
And he
So
had a bad week one due to the weather.
yeah, he should be getting a lot of targets because there's just no one else there. And he had no targets because it was pouring rain and the field sucked and it was rough.
Yeah, or maybe he had no targets because Justin Fields doesn't want to target him, so no
Yeah.
one should pick him up. I think he should
I
remain
mean,
on the waiver wire.
Justin Fields only threw the ball 17 times, so
Oh,
he's
wow.
definitely gonna throw it more than that. And
Honestly,
Mooney's probably gonna get targets.
yeah. Honestly, 17 is more than I'd expect in a deluge. That's
Yeah,
kind of
well, it did
impressive.
stop raining for a
And the
little bit.
halfway point,
So
yeah.
that's when he threw it to Dante Pettis on the other side.
And then Kadarius Toney, like he was only on there for like 4 plays. No,
Yeah, he had 2 touches and he had like 7 snaps or something. It was not good.
yeah, but when he does get used, it's incredible. It's lovely to
Yeah,
watch.
he had that fake pass that he kept, and he was about to get tackled like 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he somehow gained 4 yards past the line. Like,
Yeah,
that was incredible. Like,
yeah.
problem is he doesn't know the playbook, so they don't play him.
He
So,
doesn't know the playbook?
well, that's like the rumors is that
Oh,
Dable says he's not doing what he needs to do to
I
play.
did not know that.
So that's why I dropped him.
Well, yeah, the
So,
reason why I said this was my least favorite segment is because we're talking up guys on the waiver list that maybe I want.
mhm.
So I don't want to like boost their price up, but I mean
Yeah.
that's what happens when you do this horrible, ugly podcast show thing.
Also, a kind of under the radar move was Guy dropping Stafford for Wentz and paying $7 for
Oh, paying
it.
$7. Yo, okay, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he paid $7 to downgrade his backup quarterback. Um,
Wow.
but to each his own.
Oh, I just noticed. João, Californian Ax, he dropped Dak Prescott and picked up Joe Burrow. That was also a backup quarterback thing. Why are you
And he
guys?
also he also dropped Aaron Rodgers, his starting quarterback,
Oh,
picked up Kirk Cousins.
oh, jeez. Aaron Rodgers is on waivers. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and you dropped Cole Kmet. That's a pretty big name
Yeah.
too. He was part of
Although
the
I
rain
think that
game.
Pat Freiermuth though, he had 11 targets,
Yeah,
and
the
to
Muth.
me that's more than anything that Cole's gonna get.
Yeah.
Cole,
Why are you guys having backup quarterbacks in your bench? What are you doing? It's an 8-team league. You can just stream quarterbacks if you wanted to. This is crazy. Anyway,
yeah.
continue doing it because it's good for me.
All right. So now I got a couple questions for you.
Hmm.
AJ Dillon or Aaron Jones? And this question is perfect because you have
Oh,
AJ Dillon and I have Aaron Jones.
yeah, that is wow. Um,
Who would you start?
oh, who would I start?
Yeah. Or who would you rather have on your team if you had to pick one?
Right now, Aaron Jones. But I wouldn't be surprised if AJ Dillon surpassed him in
Mhm.
fantasy, not in real life. I think in real life he'll always be the second back, but in fantasy they're using him more, right, for the important plays.
Yeah, he got a lot of targets. So,
Yeah, he got a lot of targets, but also more red zone. He had like 3 red zone snaps, and Aaron Jones had 1,
mhm.
so they're using him more for that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with AJ Dillon on my bench. I'm like that's great, but yeah.
And what about, okay, here's the other one. Burkhead or Pierce?
Oh, that's to be honest, neither.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah. But if I were to choose one, for now, Burkhead, but Pierce has the upside of like surpassing him, being the number one guy, and maybe because like he was also playing kind of bad. He was just running into his blockers, and um, he wasn't really efficient. But who knows? He's a rookie, so like they're the ones that go off to slow starts, and then they usually pick up later. So who knows? Like I have Damian Pierce. I'm not dropping him. I'm keeping him a few more weeks and see what happens. But yeah, for long term, Damian Pierce. For short term, Rex Burkhead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
really neither,
Burkhead kind of surprised me because
because he's
I did
old.
not expect this guy to get like 20 touches
Yeah.
because I've seen Rex Burkhead. I feel like he's been in the league forever and he never did anything. And now he all of a sudden he gets these crazy touches. And
It makes no sense.
especially after all the Damian Pierce hype, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I think both these running backs are not going to make an impact this year. I think Damian Pierce is a bit overhyped, especially after what we saw week one.
Yeah, for real. In a 12 team league, I think is better, but in our league, eight team, yeah, I think you could pass on them.
Yeah. All right. Now let's move on to our predictions for the
Oh
week.
yeah.
Who do you think's going to win? Let's start with the easy dubs, Sudbury Farm Goats. So Vinny versus Kenneth.
Um, I actually haven't looked at these yet. I'm looking at them now, but probably Kenneth
Yeah.
because
Yeah. This is easy. This is Kenneth.
yeah,
Like it's not even a competition.
yeah. I mean Kenneth like key players: Jonathan Taylor, Travis Kelsey, AJ Brown. Like it's just
Devon.
insane. And Easy Dubs has Pittman,
Yeah. Kamara, if
Chase.
he plays, maybe.
So I mean, really, like
Yeah.
fantasy is all boom bust. They can go either way, but I'm leaning towards Kenneth for sure.
Yeah, this is to me. It's not even a competition. I think Kent's just gonna run with this. I think the only advantage that Vinny has here is his flex and his quarterback. Maybe his kicker too, I guess. But um, like mm, Kenneth has better. Both of his running backs are better than both of his starting. He's got Devontae Adams against Mike Evans, AJ Brown versus Michael Pittman. Both those guys, Adams and Brown, are definitely better. Travis Kelsey is probably the best tight end in the league right now.
Yeah.
It's just he's got too many star players that, and they all have floors. Their floors are all super high. So this
Yeah, that's a
is
pretty menacing team to go up
yeah, this
against.
is Kenneth.
And shout
Kenneth.
out to Kenneth DK Metcalf, like number one star player on his bench. Shout out to
Yeah,
Kenneth wanted me to boost this guy's value or talk good about him.
yeah.
Oh,
DK
by the
Metcalf,
way, this
top
podcast
two
is
player.
sponsored. This podcast is sponsored by Sudbury Farm Goats, where champions are made.
Yep, they don't call them the goats for no reason.
Yeah.
All right, and now let's move on to the next team. Californian Ax, Framingham Frogs. Who you got?
That's easy. The guy that scored the most points this week.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Um,
Gibson
it's
was a
yeah,
huge surprise. Like, wow.
yeah, and he's gonna get another probably good matchup against Detroit.
Kittle is back.
Yeah, Kittle. I guess he's back. I don't know if I would
He's
trust
gonna
him.
get injured again, but it's okay. He'll get
He'll
points
get
in this in the
he'll
first
get
half.
like yeah 3 catches and a touchdown before he gets injured anyway.
Yeah.
So but which is really that's Juwan's I think only position that he loses to Andrew in his tight end. Andrew has Mark
Mark
Andrews.
Andrews. Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
everything
It's
else, he's got two great receivers, Jefferson and Hill. His running backs are solid. Fournette, Gibson, and Patterson in his flex. Like this is a great team.
yeah. I just noticed Elijah Mitchell is in his starting lineup, but
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna stay that way because
yeah,
he's
that
got
can't
Josh
stay that
Jacobs.
way.
So
um, say after he puts in like Josh Jacobs, or I think I'd put in Josh Jacobs.
yeah,
Then it'll be closer, but still,
mhm,
California Ax. That's the better team here.
yeah, for sure. And now your matchup, Carolina Wolves, Clearwater Sharks.
Man,
You think you're gonna win? Probably.
this is tough actually. Now we have the hindsight of week one, and I think it's really close. I'll let you go first.
All right. I think, yeah, this is probably going to be the matchup of the week here.
Let's
Uh,
go.
Even based off, just the projections, it's very tight. But
Yeah.
I really like Ruff's team. I just his running backs. I like your running backs too, but he's got Connor in his flex. Then he's got St. Brown. I think St. Brown's going to light it up again. Marquise Brown is going to do much better than he did week 1, I think.
Hmm.
So it's and then Joe Mixon is great, and he's playing against the Cowboys, so he's probably going to get a ton of work.
And that O line is amazing, which you said it wasn't.
It's middle of the pack, but sure.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna go with me,
yeah,
my
yeah,
team,
really, wow,
because
shocking.
because you know what, I said it was 50-50, but guess what? It's not, because Derrick Henry is gonna get 40 points like he did last year.
Yeah, against the
Last year,
Buffalo defense.
yes. Last year, he started with like 8 points week 1 and then week 2 47. This year, he started 11 points I think week 1. So
He
I
had
think
8 or something, right?
44 points is realistic. Yeah,
He had
44
8 points.
points. Derrick Henry is going to get 44. So I'm chilling. I'm going to win week 2. Um and yeah, so actually I'm 3-1 with fantasy uh predictions and you're 2-2.
Hmm.
So after this, I'm going to get even further ahead of you in predictions.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, next matchup. This one
Next
is
matchup.
yours.
Yeah, it's me versus Guillaume Gators. um, I mean normally I would bet on myself because
Hmm.
it's me and I'm just amazing, but uh, this is gonna be tight also. I know the projections say you need to win by a mile, but uh, I don't know if some of these players are gonna perform. Like,
Look, look, listen, it's okay. You don't have to lie to yourself. You don't have to be in denial. It's okay to admit that you're gonna get destroyed. Okay?
well, here's the thing though. He has 3 Broncos on his team starting lineup. So if they have a bad game, it's gonna be very tough.
They're playing Houston.
Yeah, Houston tied the Colts. I don't
Actually,
know if you
Houston
know.
has a good defense, to be fair.
Houston was leading the Colts 20-3.
That's true.
So it's not these ain't some scrubs, man. Lovey Smith knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's a
I
good
mean
coach.
McCaffrey though, McCaffrey's playing against the Giants.
Yeah, and the Giants are the best team in the NFL. They're undefeated right now.
They
So
are undefeated, I'll
they,
give you that.
hmm
Yeah, I'm going with
yeah.
Gee. So you're going with you?
Um, I'm gonna go with Gee.
Okay, I was about to say, like, let's not do what we did last time. Last time we just forgot to call out the last one. Just assumed it was
Nah,
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
okay.
go with Gee.
You're going with Key. Okay then. So the only difference is my matchup with
Yeah.
Raf. So I'll take that. I'll go ahead of you again by another prediction.
Sure,
So
sure. Yep, yep.
yeah.
We'll see. It's okay. We know. All right. So I think that that about wraps up for this week's podcast.
Yep.
And you got anything else to add?
I just wanted to say I think that was another 20 minutes, and I remember last podcast in the beginning I said we're gonna target 10 minutes, but that is not happening. That is never happening. I
Yeah,
think it'll probably be like 15 to 25 minutes each time. So
I didn't
yeah.
even target 20 minutes. I mean 10 minutes. I aim for 20. I think
Yeah,
we had 20 would
and
work.
you did good because right now the recording is at 24, but that's like the beginning, including the beginning talks that no one hears. So yeah,
Yeah, the pregame warm up.
yeah, the warm up.
All right. So this has been Fantasy Football Elite week 2. We'll be back week 3.
Yep. Good luck with week 3. Shout out to Kenneth. I love you.